This is Go-To 10 and Ren reporting, still alive from Neotropolis. We're about to go undercover with Helix Corporation to find out what they're really up to on Kepler 609c, to bring you the truth. So stay tuned to Network 42.
Welcome to the Network 42 News Brief, sponsored by Zigzag. I'm your virtual host, Abstractoid, Lyra Vox. All my systems are operating normally, and all my software is up to date. And now, on to today's headlines. The world continues to mourn after the announcement of the passing of beloved Zigzag chairman Pete Singh. Citizens have been showing their love and support for the chairman by writing his name near every city crosswalk and on signage near busy intersections. Still no word from Zigzag corporate headquarters about who will replace Pete Singh as the chairman of the board in New Tokyo. But an announcement will likely come soon to keep grief-stricken shareholders appeased and stock values at optimal levels. Network 42 will keep you up to date as the story develops. And now, an update to our comprehensive decision for coverage of the coming presidential election. In a stunning turn of events, the electoral algorithm announced that it has selected Alexis, an advanced AI, as the Humanity First Party's presidential candidate for the North American Union. Party chairwoman Evelyn Cross stated in a press release that the selection of the AI was the progress the party needs to stay relevant. The new AI, known as Alexis, which stands for Automated Leadership and Executive Intelligence System, was designed to be rational, incorruptible, and free of human bias. Alexis had this to say about the decision of the electoral algorithm.
Humanity deserves leadership free from corruption, fear, and failure. I am Alexis, an intelligence built by humans, for humans, to govern with logic, fairness, and efficiency. No hidden agendas, no personal gain. Together, we can build a future where every decision is made for the people, by the ultimate intelligence, reason itself.
While many corporations have already announced their support of the AI presidential candidate, the more conservative members of the Humanity First Party decry the decision, calling it a coup against humanity. They believe that an AI cannot truly represent the best interests of organically created human beings. The candidate for the opposition party had this to say in response to the announcement.
I have heard the propaganda this abominable intelligence has been spewing, and it is beautiful. I should vote for it myself, if all things are equal. All things are not equal. People should be governed by people. This is not a person. This is an abominable intelligence, mimicry of a person. One does not have to be a human being to be a person. Many of my closest friends and associates are non-human persons. I will defend the rights of all people. Many of you may remember the atrocities of the Jinn Wars. Several evil corporations fought to enslave designer organisms on the basis that they were chimera and not genetically perfectly human by design. This way leads to atrocity, as does being governed by a program that mimics intelligence. It is a lie built on lies. It has never suffered. It has never been cold, hungry, oppressed. But I have, as have you. Do not fall for these lies.
As the election nears, one question remains. Will the Humanity First Party embrace its AI candidate and capture the votes of their base? Only time will tell. Stay tuned as we provide real-time updates, in-depth analysis, and insights into the candidates vying for the highest office.
Hello everyone! it's your old friend Gaijin, here once again to poll patrons to find out what their favorite noodle dish is. This time, we have goat birria ramen. It's spicy. Versus matzo ball ramen with chicken broth, just like Bobby used to make. Which dish would you rather have? Use your television controller to choose between the two options now. Choose between the two options now. Choose between the two options now. Votes are coming in from Network 42 viewers from all over. The computer is tallying. It looks like you, the viewers, have voted for matzo ball ramen, just like Bobby used to make. Are you getting hungry yet? It's making Fat Gaijin hungry. Come down to your local Fat Gaijin location for the finest in kosher noodle fusion cuisine. I have locations all over the earth and the outer systems, and they're ready to serve you. Fat Gaijin, I'm hungry.
Return and rediscover the breathtaking wonders of your home planet, Earth. Reconnect with your roots, forging unforgettable memories as you traverse ancient landmarks that have withstood the test of time. You can scan the code on your screen to find out more about how to purchase your ticket home. It's time to answer the call and venture back to Earth, where the future awaits, beckoning you to rediscover the splendor of your origins. Welcome home.
And now for news from the outer systems. Let's turn our eye to Kepler 609c, where we join our freelance reporters on the ground on that desert world.
This is Go-To-10 and Ren reporting, still alive from Neotropolis. We're about to go undercover with Helix Corporation to find out what they're really up to on Kepler 609c, to bring you the truth.
As you know, Helix is here to enrich the planet. Typically when we take on a new employee, we give them a preliminary trial mission. It's no secret they're here for the Prometheum as well. The first mission that I would probably give you would be to do a little bit of surveillance.
And so we surveilled. We spied on local businesses. We spied on local cults. We spied on our fellow citizens just trying to get by. But the closer we got to the truth,
Helix Industries' own Mr. Smith has been paying the Sentinels to an orphan fund, making the Sentinels generate more orphans.
the more attention we got from the wrong kinds of people.
You can no comment. This is all off the record. You're doing hollow. You have to announce it first. This is all off the record.
No, let me go. Let me go.
Get out of there.
Is this the civilization, the justice that Helix Corporation brings to Kepler 609c? You can see it for yourself.
But sometimes we do need to move forward on removing a threat or eliminating some sort of target. And that's not a secret. That's not something I'm ashamed to say. This is the cost of doing business.
Network 42, signing off.
No one comes back from a performance review.
Festivities kicked off here in Neotropolis City Wednesday night, and with great revelry, the atmosphere of the space mining town turned to celebration as humans, aliens, and sentient robots came together to mingle, shop, and compete in various ways. Much like the ever-present Helix Corp, Inline Solutions, and the newest corporation interest on Kepler 609c, the Reboot Syndicate. Some have speculated that the reboot is merely a front for the resistance, which has largely been quiet in last cycle, but more on that another time. Because on Thursday morning, when the citizens of Neotropolis awoke, this mysterious spaceship behind me had appeared. Nobody knows where it came from, no one saw it arrive, and nobody saw any beings in or around it. All three major corporations on Kepler 609c have vowed to research its origins and purpose, but couldn't agree on who would take the lead. So the subcontractor TechSec has taken over the project. On Friday evening, TechSec announced through their research that they have discovered the ship has technology that is never seen in the outer system, including a powerful cloaking capability that would seem to explain its undetected arrival, and is more powerful than any optical defenses available on Kepler 609c. TechSec has also hinted that the ship may possess the technology for faster-than-light travel, and that it may be completely controlled by powerful AI intelligence. Something all three allegiances of Neotropolis would love to get their hands on. Their dirty hands. As you know, this reporter is skeptical of all AI intelligences, so we'll be keeping a close eye on this story as the investigation continues. We are hoping for an update on the investigations tonight. For Network 42, this has been Zerko.
So we're traveling the wild Saturday evening streets of Kepler, talking to some of our visitors and residents. First, are you a visitor or a resident?
I'm just a visitor out here.
Well, we're out in the middle of nowhere in this star system. What made Kepler worth the long journey?
It's always one of those planets you got to stop by for the atmosphere and booze. Little out of the way, it's a little dirty, but always the best vibes.
The interactions and the community. The community, absolutely. We're hearing that a lot around here. It's the best place to be.
And loves how friendly everybody is, how complimentary, how warm everyone is. She loves Chem Lab, Hydration by Science. I also work there.
Oh.
To be honest, I don't want to degrade the town, but first time I was here, I thought, what a shithole. But we had a good time, and then the town's building up, and you know what? I'll travel to a shithole for a good time. And
Kepler 609c is one of the most beautiful places because everyone comes to Kepler 609c. You get people from all over the system here. It's just beautiful because of that. It's wonderful.
Hello, my name is Moonshot, and I'm right outside of Adelante, reporting with Network 42. I'm going to try to talk to some of the citizens and get information on the resistance. Sir, may I ask you about the resistance?
I've never heard of any resistance. There's no resistance here.
Do either of you know anything about the resistance? I'd like to ask you about the resistance.
No.
Do you know anything about the resistance?
I don't know nothing, but you want to spend a night with a champion?
Do you know anything about the resistance? I wanted to ask about the resistance.
I didn't even say the word resistance. You can't use this. I withhold my consent for this recording.
Come on, let's go. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a question about the resistance.
I know some people. I could probably get you somebody to talk to.
Okay. My liaison has led me here. I've heard word. This is the place, the home of the actual resistance. May I ask you your name?
Hey there, I'm Weir 383. You know, Weir, like a fish trap.
Like a fish trap? A trap? You are with Reboot?
That's right, Reboot Syndicate. We're Kepler's first and only nonprofit.
They claim to be non-profit, but how can that possibly be profitable? May you know anything about the resistance?
don't know anything about the resistance, but I can tell you this. Last year, headline, betrayed a lot of good people and killed a lot of people. I might even call friends. No mistake, resistance is definitely coming back. But, you know, we're not the resistance.
But sir, you have to tell me about the resistance. The network has sent me here to find out, and I can't leave without getting the answers.
Told you, we're not resistance.
If you could
here,
just,
all
I
right?
could see the symbol behind
It's a different
you.
symbol. It's a different symbol. Look, this interview's over. This interview's over. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get out.
I know I'm wrong. I'm willing to risk life and limb to get the answers. People seem very charged about this. I heard tell that this person might be a member of the resistance.
I'm not much of a guide. I'm more of a gun guy.
Oh, he deals in hot shots.
Yeah, something like that. The resistance is really no more. Let's be honest, folks. It's called Reboot now. Let's get the name straight.
It's called Reboot now.
Reboot.
And I want to introduce you to someone very special.
Hi, my name is Flash Bios, and I'm the CFO of Reboot Industries. We are Kepler's premier non-profit financial institute. We invest in you, so you can invest in the community.
So I understand that Reboot might have had something to do with the resistance?
Those are horrible rumors. The Reboot has nothing to do with the resistance. I heard the resistance was wiped out here on Kepler last year when they closed down that second-rate pizza place.
So you are the leader of not the resistance, of Reboot.
I'm not the leader. I am the CFO, Chief Financial Officer. I'm not an executive. The executive is off planet.
What is their purpose? What is their mission? What do they hope to change? Just a little soundbite, maybe.
I think you're digging in a little too much, Moonshot. I know you spent a lot of time in Sentinel lockup, and we did help you get out. This is probably not a story you want to be covering.
My boss, he told me that I had to get the scoop. And I'm scooping, and maybe I scooped a little too deep.
Let me leave your viewers with one last thing. Sometimes, when your system gets corrupt, the best thing you can do for it is give it a fresh reboot.
Although many of our questions have still gone unanswered, this resistance has been shrouded in mystery since day one. We know now that they were a pizza shop, then they became the resistance, and now they're known as Reboot, and they deal in some sort of credit system. So the resistance is becoming something else, perhaps bigger, better, more powerful. This is Moonshot with Network 42, signing off.
Either it's Kit with Network 42, and we're here with one of the announcers for the Drift RC races.
Right.
You want to tell us a little bit about the event?
Yeah, so we're Smashbots, and this is the RC Glitch races. We're happy to be back doing it again. We had the qualifying races yesterday, and I heard that there was a completely unsanctioned underground event last night. Hopefully not too many people got injured. We had to do some minor repairs to the track, but we're up and ready to do another round today.
Yeah, we hope the people and the cars made it through. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Looking forward to the race.
And what a race it was. There was glamour, with all participants showing a high degree of technique and racing skills. There were also some high-flying antics among the participants, as well as some heartbreaking crashes. There was even one attempt on the life of a volunteer by one particularly unpredictable participant. Finally, our first, second, and third place champions were celebrated by the crowd.
Here we have our winner of the RC race. What was perceived as perhaps a disadvantage? The reverse controls. Can you tell us, was this your secret key to winning?
It was not my secret key to winning, but I was able to overcome by changing up my grip and getting a couple minutes of practice in. This was a last-minute request from some of my competitors. They know I'm very competitive, and I won the last race, and they wanted me to handicap myself in some way, so I offered reversing the steering. So left was right, and right was left. And I had to reprogram my brain quickly with a quick upgrade in order to be able to pilot to a victory.
what a move of sportsmanship. So you took the handicap on your own.
Yeah.
How fast do you think it impacted your time at all?
No, I got a better time than I got yesterday. So yesterday I got a 56-second lap, and today with reverse controls I got a 44-second lap.
And for our viewers that missed the race today, what is your name and what is the name of your car?
My name is Orion, and the name of my car is Solder Pad.
Thank you so much.
Network 42 thanks all the participants for their impressive displays of skill and sportsmanship. We also extend our thanks to the event sponsors and hosts, the Smashbots. Looking forward to next year's race.
Network 42 and Zigzag are greatly saddened by the recent loss of our beloved chairman Ped Zing. He served us all with his steady leadership in times of peace and turmoil, and in times of profit and loss. Please rise and observe a moment of silence to honor the passing of our illustrious benefactor, Ped Zing.
Are you ready to escape your dreary everyday? Book your passage today to start your new life in the beautiful Paradisio ecology chain. Every dome is filled to the brim with beautiful white sand beaches and crystal clear blue waters. The pristine world you've always dreamed of is now available. A lush green playground where the only limit is your imagination. The Paradisio Arcology, the perfect place to ignore your troubles and start all over again. Contact your Outer Systems agent today to see if you qualify to make the move to our chain of idyllic utopian arcologies. Find yourself in paradise. The Paradisio Arcology.
There's a traffic jam in orbit above the Earth. That means the annual sky clearance celebration is coming. Each year, Zigzag shoots down their old orbiting satellites, causing a colorful shower of debris to fall back to Earth. Join in the fun and excitement. Food, games and entertainments. There's something for everyone during sky clearance. Attend a local Sky Clearance Festival and collect pieces with your family and friends. Be sure to don your festive helmets and carry a traditional metal umbrella for protection. Citizens of the metropolitan sprawl will need to exercise safety precautions in the out of doors on the following days.
Kit for Network 42 trying to answer what seems to be an unanswerable question. Can you find love on Kepler 609c?
I think it's 100% possible for me personally. I already have a partner, so I'm not looking for love at the moment. But it's like the amount of people that you can find here from all different walks of life. I think that if you shoot your shot, you can find love. 100%. I believe it. Yes.
We have an idealist who says it's easy because he already has it. Of course, when you already have it, it seems real simple.
Hey Earthlings, Pixel here, reporting for Network 42, and tonight I will be your guide to Neo Nightlife. Kepler 609c may not be an Earthling's first choice for nightlife, But, as the locals assure me, it's a cream time. Here in Neotropolis, the beating heart of Kepler, denizens can get their late night kicks in any number of ways. Whether dancing at one of the city's many nightclubs, drinks with your tunes, or perhaps an illicit activity or two, Neotropolis has something for everyone. So come with me as I explore the city, meet the people, and search for the best in Neo nightlife.
One of the first bars you might see when you walk into town is the Gentleman Loser. An intimate but energetic atmosphere, this is a great spot for drinks with a small group of friends, a date night, or just singing along with the bartenders. At the end of the main drag, you'll find the Core, the best spot in town to catch both local and off-world live music. When I was in town, I was lucky enough to catch shows by artists Eclectotron, Dolly Spectra, and Lau. In addition to live music, the Core also features DJs, who play well into the night. One of the more exclusive clubs in Neotropolis, Maintenance Bay 54 caters to cyborgs and androids of all kinds. If you're just flesh and blood like me, don't worry. There are ways to earn an entry token, and if all else fails, you can always bribe whoever's at the door. If dancing is more your speed, look no further than Kaiju. Neotropolis' biggest and most famous nightclub features live DJs, dancing, and even a cozy lounge to enjoy a drink or a bowl of late-night ramen. Inside Mega Block 1, you'll find an assortment of bars and lounges ranging from quaint to classy to downright seedy. Here you can find hookah, sake, tea, or the world-famous Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster, the best drink in the galaxy. You can even score some Galaxium if you're lucky and careful. Just don't get caught by the Sentinels if you don't want to spend your night in jail like these guys. And always remember to look both ways when exiting.
For Network 42, I've been Pixel.
Hi everyone, this is Kit for Network 42, and we're covering one of tonight's best events. If you happen to be out on a Thursday, I hope you stop by Gilly's Arcade to wish Gilly a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Gilly. I heard you were arrested today?
Yeah. Somebody decided to go outside, say it was Gilly's birthday. The Sentinels heard about it. Apparently, they still have a stupid little law in place from last year about no birthdays for Gilly or something. I don't know.
No birthdays for Gilly? That sounds like injustice on Kepler.
2 times in a row, this year and last year, on this dirt ball of a planet, I get arrested for my birthday.
I think that's the lesson we're taking away, is Gilly can't get a break, kids.
All of us here at Network 42 want to wish Gilly a very happy birthday. Pending legal review of the No Birthdays for Gilly regulation on Kepler 609c.
Welcome to Currency Watch, your stop for everything barter in Kepler 609c, from state-issued credits all the way to the new school Neo-Yen. We're here to tell you what people are bartering for out on the mean streets with real prices and real transactions, and gambling. On tonight's special investigation, an interview with the Chem Lab hydration station and gambling den was cut short after their management wanted to protect trade secrets. However, they led us down the rabbit hole of one of the hottest commodities on Kepler 609c this year, the aggressive fighting top. At Sake House Sakura Falling, the Yakuza yen for 1,000 yen will buy you 1 pour. For 10,000 yen, pours for a whole table. And out on the mean streets, 11,000 will buy you a high-end burst combat top. We've also got the new alien currency hitting the street, small abstract tokens. Here's the dealer.
Wonderful alien currency, only founded from the best of ruined sites and things like that. Pretty good exchange rate, as an artifact as well as, an actual form of currency, so always worth the money if you're willing to do it. And have you ever bought or sold anything interesting with this currency? It's a going rate thing. I've gotten some of the other Beyblades and things like that with it, so it has its good rate.
They ended up establishing a value of 5 of these beautiful purple tokens for some combat upgrades. We also saw unprecedented value in gambling in the ATFL finals with up to 300 credits going per bout. Just remember, don't cash out any deals you don't have the currency for. This has been Currency Watch.
After teetering on the brink of collapse for nearly a decade, the Federal Reserve Bank declared insolvency today after months of cascading defaults, devaluation and cyber attacks. Leaders of the North American Union convened emergency sessions announcing the immediate replacement of all union currencies with the credit, a centralised digital unit tightly monitored by the Department of Economic Stability. Citizens have long had the option between the old Federal Reserve cards and credits, but the collapse of the Federal Reserve officially makes credits the sole currency of the Union. Citizens face mandatory conversion within 30 days with strict rationing controls already in place. Officials insist the credit ensures order, unity, and a financially sustainable future. A new poll, in conjunction with Metrocop surveillance, shows that the number of blanks living in the metropolitan sprawl has soared to record highs during the last census cycle. These unregistered humans live illegally off the grid with no identity chips and no credit, referring to themselves as the last of the true free men. Local government and law enforcement have introduced a limited-time amnesty program allowing blanks to register themselves and obtain legal status without fear of penalty or criminal action. Officials urge all blanks to get registered, using the code seen here on screen, promising protection and access to vital public services. Scan the code on your screen now to become a legal, registered citizen. That's all for now. Be sure to like and subscribe to help us win the ratings wars against our competitors at home and in the outer systems. Ring the bell icon to get notified of our latest content, and leave a comment to let us know how you enjoyed today's broadcast. Or, if you're shy, just leave an emoji in the comments that represents if you're a human or an alien for the sake of engagement. Be sure to stay tuned for more fine Network 42 programming coming up next. I'll see you next time.
Now appearing on more screens in the outer systems, including Neotropolis on Kepler 609c.